Okay, welcome to episode 3 of what was formerly known as WTF with Michael. I'm changing the name to Tech Weekly because it sounds a little more formal-ish. Yeah. So there's quite a bit of stuff to talk about this week. It's pretty much cell phone-y since, the big iPhone announcement. So let's get started. First, of course, there was the iPhone 3GS that was announced on Monday at WWDC. They lowered the price of the 8GB to $99, and then you have the 16 and 32 gig of 3GS, which are $199 and $299 respectively. The major differences that you're going to see do not really rely with 3.0 software, but more with the hardware capabilities. So, for example, what you're going to get with the 3GS is autofocus for the camera. You're going to get video recording. You're going to get a 3 megapixel camera as opposed to the 2 megapixel camera on the 3G. You're going to get a faster processor, improved performance, video camera with the editing that it showed you in the video, and that digital compass with the voice control for your music or for calling or for anything. There's also MMS messaging, which AT&T will not roll out until later this summer. That will pertain to the 3G and the 3GS, not the original iPhone, because there was an hardware incompatibility, which is a lie, because there were apps for the jailbroken original iPhone that allowed you MMS. So, yeah. More so, there's also tethering, which is available. But again, the tethering plans, like the MMS plans, are going to be announced later. But there was no specific date announced like the MMS where they said late summer. Tethering, they didn't say when exactly, so that might take a while if they ever actually do it. I believe they come in two different colors, I think the same black and white, but the 8 gig is only coming, well, the original 3G is only coming, I think, in black. They'll be released next Friday, June 19th, and I'm not sure if they're going to be lines like the last iPhone, just because it's not a major upgrade. Like, it's not the 4th generation iPhone, it's just an OS upgrade and a couple little cell differences. So, I mean, I'm sure the fanboys are going to be there making the line, but I'm not sure if anybody else is. That's it for iPhone stuff. They also announced a new MacBook Pro line that will be hitting the shelves pretty soon. And there's only one MacBook regular left. It's in white. And it has the horrible battery thing. It doesn't have the multi-touch touchpad, but they did unveil the whole MacBook Pro line. They reintroduced the FireWire board, I believe, and that's basically it. And they have OS 10 announcements, Snow Leopard, and the whole price. That's only, I think, $29.99 for an upgrade if you already have OS 10. So you should be on the lookout for that. They're trying to do a little jab at Microsoft with their whole ad campaign about it being cheaper to buy a Microsoft Windows machine as opposed to a Mac, which now is becoming a little false due to the fact that they're reducing all the prices of their Macs and their MacBooks. So yes. Now to Australia from Apple. A couple of new Nokias were released. The N97 was released. This is an unlocked phone. You're not going to find it here in any carrier for a subsidized price, so you're going to have to shell out about $699.99, which is practically $700, so to speak, to get it from Europe, which is the American version. It will work with T-Mobile and AT&T because it is GSM. However, the 3G bands are not supported by T-Mobile, which is a 1700 megahertz. It's only supported by AT&T with their 1900 and 2100 HSDPA network. It has your basic QWERTY keyboard, touchscreen, full HTML browser. It does have a 3.5mm headset jack, which is nice. 5 megapixel camera, autofocus. It runs Symbian OS version 9.4. It has 32 gigs of internal memory, but is also expandable with a micro SD of up to 16 gigs. It has its own app store, the Nokia Ovi Store, which was released about a week ago. And it has GPS along with AGPS support, which is fairly new. A good thing about it is that it has Flashlight 3, so you can watch Flash videos or play Flash games through the HTML browser. It comes with a photo editor, Microsoft pack, which brings Excel, Word, PowerPoint, TV out, voice command, and it supports various audio and video formats such as AAC, MP3, WAV, OGG, and then it supports I think WMV, movie, MP4, all the basic stuff. As I said, it's gonna cut you back quite a bit to $700, and that's without, of course, the monthly rate plan that you're gonna end up paying with either T-Mobile or AT&T itself. As far as I can tell, it's a pretty good phone. I think it only comes in white. The most attractive part of this new Symbian operating system is the fact that you have widgets now, which is basically running your homepage. You have widgets for everything, whether Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, any news website you might want, they're basically on your home screen. And as far as I can tell from the video, they're not laggy, because most widgets lag your home screen quite a bit, especially on the Android handset, and I'm not sure about the iPhone handset since they don't really have any widgets, so to speak. But those are always good. And finally another Nokia thing was that the E72 was leaked in a promo video. All you can really tell was that it has a 5 megapixel camera, and the headphone jack was relocated, and it has an optical mouse instead of a directional pad, which is always nice, I guess. I kind of prefer the directional pad just because it provides more accurate just findings when you're trying to browse through things. But whatever, it's fine. I'm personally not a fan of the Nokia phones. They're nice, but they are very expensive because no one in the States will carry them due to the high price of manufacture. Like they do for the other phones. Like the only Nokia phones that you will ever find here are the little candy bar phones that don't really do much besides texting and calling. But yes, that's it for this week. I didn't go into detail about those Macs and MacBooks because I don't really know much about them, but maybe I'll talk about them next week. So that's it for this week. Just remember that the name is changed of this weekly news thing from WTF with Michael to Tech Weekly, just so you don't get confused. And like you can always do, you can follow me at KevinMike82, or just comment on this video if you want me to talk about anything in specific. That's it. Bye.